everyone. Christina Whiteley here, realtor with Fabulous Homes Colorado, powered by Keller Williams Freedom. And this is Fabulous Neighbors of Colorado, where we feature local businesses and entrepreneurs. And today I'm so lucky I'm sitting with Abigail Mercer. You might have recognized her from the last video. She's got a few businesses. She is the owner and user experience designer of Abigail Mercer UX Design. Morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Good, thank you. I'm super excited to hear about UX design. So what exactly is Abigail Mercer UX Design?
Yeah, so it's actually a design company that focuses primarily on website design, branding, and online presence. So we're basically your one-stop shop for most of the things that you need for your business, products, photography, logo design, marketing materials, both social media and print, and obviously creating a very strong, powerful website that helps you see turnover rate, lower bounce rate, all that fun stuff for your business.
All things that are always important, but extra important right now because people are all online right now. We're not going out the old way.
Exactly. So having a strong, presentable website will help your user not only engage more with your business, but visit your site more often and also recommend your business and your website to their friends, their family, other business owners, etc.
What is a user experience design? I've never heard of that before.
Yeah, so user experience design is relatively new to the design industry. Essentially, it is the process of creating prototypes, testing them for the user experience. So studies show that a user essentially will navigate away from a website within 7.1 seconds if it doesn't load, if they cannot find what they need immediately from the site, and if they just don't know what the site is. So essentially, if your tagline or your logo or your brand just doesn't speak to them in that manner, they will navigate away from your site and they will find one of your competitors. So user experience design is essentially the science of the psychology behind creating a design that appeals to your user and is user-friendly, which I'm sure many people have heard of before. User-friendly design essentially means that it's easy for the user to navigate through your website. It's mobile friendly, so it's also a responsive design, and it appeals to that user. So very important in the design world, and it's becoming increasingly important, especially in the web design world.
Yeah, it sounds like it. We don't want people to just X out and move on to the next. So,
and they do.
What inspired you to start your business?
Well, I actually got into user experience design. I've been a designer for about 5 years. I got more into, the psychology behind it because you look at your analytics every week and you see your bounce rate is spiking and you don't know why. And for those that don't know, a bounce rate is when someone visits your website and immediately navigates away. So essentially they aren't clicking through your site. So I started wondering, why is that happening to specific websites versus other websites when they both look aesthetically pleasing? And the reason behind it is literally, it comes down to psychology and user friendliness. And so I decided to dive a little bit more into that. I became incredibly interested and I wanted to start an agency that focused on the user experience of a website design, because user experience design is used in product development in, so many different areas. It's not just, digital. So I thought I would start something that really specialized in improving a person's website for their business.
Why is branding so important?
Yeah, so branding is incredibly important, and I really can't express that enough. It's literally your identity as a business owner and as a business. If you take McDonald's, they actually trademarked their yellow as McDonald's
Really?
yellow. And because of that, you see that specific yellow and you've seen it for how many years? I mean, I've seen it my entire life and I automatically associate it with McDonald's. So if you come up in, this new business world as, say, a restaurant and you're trying to market that yellow, it's not going to happen. People aren't going to recognize your business versus McDonald's because that's already been branded. So the biggest challenge with branding is not only finding a brand that appeals to your specific audience, but as allowing your audience to recall that brand and recall you versus another business. So kind of think of it as your calling card. It's something that's incredibly important to just develop and nail and stick to, because a lot of people also navigate away. They say, you know what, I've grown out of this brand, I don't like it anymore. And revamping a brand and completely going a different direction are two different things. So, you know, if you started your business in the 90s and you think your logo needs to be completely redone, it doesn't. It just needs to be polished and kind of brought back into, you know, the 19 or the 20s essentially. So you don't want to keep switching it around, because you'll lose your audience as well. People won't know who you are if you continue to switch your brand. So it's very important to develop that brand immediately and to stick to it and to grow it.
That makes sense. And then how does the process work if somebody wants a website, branding? I mean, I guess maybe the whole enchilada, because you do it all.
I do, yeah. So anyone can come to me and they email me usually, or they'll, you know, ask a question on my website and say it's somebody who just needs a logo. You know, I've got logo packs that go anywhere from $50 to $350. It just depends on, you know, how many variations you need, the favicon that you need, if you need emblems. So usually what I do, I'll sit down with someone who needs the full package, and I'll, you know, walk them through one of my questionnaires, which I always send to my customers. It helps me kind of cater a proposal for them. That makes it a little bit easier to direct them to what the conversation needs to be.
Okay.
And then I immediately ask them about their audience, their users, who are they targeting? That's the biggest thing that you want to nail right away. And then we get to work on our mood boards, which is essentially this like the brand of the company, and then a direction board, which is more concrete than a mood board. And you kind of walk them through these different steps so that they are in control entirely of their brand, but they have my expertise and my skills behind them to kind of guide them to what their brand should be and to what's going to appeal to their customers.
I love that you have a full package and that you're a one-stop shop.
Yeah.
That's important. Very important.
Yeah, great for creating cohesive designs. And, you know, product photography is very big. And I know a lot of people don't, you know, they think their iPhone is going to really do it justice. And there's a lot of before and after photos I can show you that the iPhone just doesn't cut it. You know, you need someone with that eye, and you need that equipment to really make your product stand out in today's day and age. You just do.
Well, and leave it to the professionals too, you know, focus on your business and let you focus on bringing them more business. So
Exactly.
yeah, I think it's a no-brainer to give you a call. So
oh yeah.
well, thank you so much for sitting down with me again and letting us dive into your businesses. I appreciate it so much. We will have all of Abigail's information in the description below so that you can reach out to her for all of your branding and website needs. And if you would like to be featured, go ahead and make a comment in the description below and I will reach out to you. Remember who to call for all of your fabulous real estate, website, and branding needs. Make it a fabulous day.